Don't you dare blame your dry spell on the economy. People are buying right now, probably more than ever. My clients' results are freaking proof of that. This is a screenshot of my client's volume from Q1 of 2025 last year. We're at just over 1 million. Now, if we look at their Q1 volume for 2026, you won't believe this. Just over 23 million. I am not making this up. The data doesn't lie. I get these reports from my client's executive assistant every month. So when I tell you people are buying, even in the economy right now, you need to believe me. They're just not buying from you. So tell me, how is it that my client who works in the real estate space and finances homes for a living, your biggest investment, can go from just making over 1 million in volume from Q1 of last year to over 23 million in volume for Q1 of this year? That, my friend, is because of his marketing strategy. Let's talk about it. And excuse my background here. It looks like I'm homeless, but I'm just in the process of moving. So the main difference between his content from last year to this year comes down to 2 things. First off, we noticed that buying behavior has shifted in the sense that people want more solid, concrete proof that you can do what you say you can do. So how we implemented that was showing more screenshots and conversations that he was having with his realtor partners and clients when we post a piece of social proof, aka like a client story. What this looks like is in 2025, we would post content that showed less of the behind the scenes, aka the text messages, the reviews, screenshots of documents showing the process, versus this year in 2026, we've been including that way more in his converting content. Second thing we've done is implemented a podcast strategy. This looks like filming a 30-minute long podcast and then breaking it up into reels for Instagram. Now, the reason I believe this has added to his bottom line is because he's using it as an opportunity to interview his highest value partners. These are people who will refer him clients over and over again. When these people get the opportunity to be interviewed by my client, they're able to talk about their businesses, their success stories, what they can do for clients. So essentially, it's giving them and my client the spotlight. It builds their credibility, builds their authority. Heck, think about it. All of these thought leaders on social media all do podcasts. So here are the biggest takeaways. If you want to scale your revenue, then you need to be paying attention to how buyer behavior shifts. If you can pinpoint exactly what your audience needs to see in 2026 to buy from you, it will make converting much easier. For us, it was more physical social proof, not just him telling a story of how he helped close a loan or save a loan, but showing the screenshots, the text messages, the documents, all of it. And then second is expanding into different forms of content, but in a way that'll elevate your brand, build trust with your audience, and lead to conversions. When done in a strategic way, you'll start to notice more leads, more sales. It starts to feel easier because it's all working to get people to the point where they trust you, will work with you regardless of what it takes or what it costs. If you seriously think that the dry spell is because of this economy, it could not be further from the truth. And like I said, the data doesn't lie. So if you're in a dry spell and have no clue why people are not buying from you all of a sudden, it has nothing to do with the economy. It's all about your marketing strategy. And that is something I can help with. So if you're ready to scale past 50K a month right now, fill out the application in my bio and then book the call when prompted.